Good morning, students. In the period of geography, we have started chapter 13, insolation, and we are discussing the factors affecting the temperature of a place, in which we have discussed already 2 points. Those were latitudes of a place and altitude of a place. Third point that affects the temperature of a place is distance from the sea. We know few places are located in the coastal region and few places are located interior the country. There is differential rate of heating between the land and water. Land is heated up quickly while water takes time to be heated up. So this feature of land and water creates the differential rate of heating. Rate of heating of land is faster than the rate of heating of water. Due to this reason, there is a movement of land breezes and sea breezes. We take the example of daytime. In daytime, the sun remains present in the sky, so the temperature is high on the landmass, but at the same time, the temperature is low in water bodies. So high temperature on the landmass creates low air pressure, and in that case, air rushes from the ocean to the landmass during daytime. Since the air is coming from ocean or seas to the land during daytime, that is called sea breeze. Just opposite, at night what happens? Now the sun is not present in the sky, so there will be less temperature on the land, but still there is a high temperature in water. So on land there will be a high air pressure, and at night the wind will blow from high pressure to low pressure, means from land to sea. Since this wind is going from land to sea, therefore this is called land breezes. So in this you saw, due to differential rate of heating between land and water, there is movement of sea breezes and land breezes. So these breezes also controls the temperature of the coastal area. Now we come to this point. The places those lie in the coastal areas, those have the marine climate. Marine climate means the controlled temperature, and while the places those are in continental area, those have continental climate, means extreme temperature. I want to explain this. The places those lie in coastal region, those places do not have extreme temperature in summer season or low temperature in winter season. Almost the temperature remains equilibrium in coastal region. So we say that type of climate is marine climate. But the places those are interior the country or interior the continent, those have continental climate type of temperature, means in summer season the temperature increases too much high, while in winter season the temperature decreases to too much low. So this feature is due to location of the places nearby the sea or away from the sea. In this case, in this way we can say the distance from the sea affects the temperature of the places. Next point is the slope of land. We consider a mountain. Mountains has two sides. One side that faces to the sun, and other side that is opposite of the sun face. So the side of the mountain that faces to the sun gets high temperature, and it's heated up more comparatively with the opposite side of the mountain that does not face the sun. Now we discuss about the hemisphere. In northern hemisphere, the mountains those face towards the south will get more temperature comparatively the face the faces those the sides of the mountains those face towards north in northern hemisphere, but in southern hemisphere the mountains those face towards the north will get more temperature comparatively the sides of the mountain those face to the south. So in this way we see on the same mountain due to in different sides of the mountain the temperature remains different. Side of the mountain facing the sun gets more temperature comparatively the side that is opposite of the sun's face. Example, Alps mountain in Europe, southward valley of Alps mountain in Europe gets a high temperature than the opposite side of Alps mountain. So in this two factors we discussed, those affect the temperature of a place. First the distance from the sea and second the slope of the land. Next factor affecting the temperature is prevailing winds. In continental area, the wind that blows in low latitudes such as in equatorial regions, that wind is hot, and the wind that blows in high latitudes such as in polar and subpolar regions, those are cold in nature. So hot blowing wind in low latitudes increases the temperature, and cold wind blowing in high latitudes decreases the temperature. In this way the temperature is affected by the prevailing winds. Next, in the coastal region, there are two types of oceanic currents those reach to the coastal regions. Those are warm and cold oceanic currents. As the warm oceanic currents reach to the coastal regions, this increases the temperature of the coastal region, and if cold oceanic currents reach to the coastal regions, these decrease the temperature of the coastal region. So the temperature of the coastal region is also affected by the oceanic currents, and that temperature of oceanic current is affected by the moving winds. Hot moving winds, those blow in the lower latitudes, increase the temperature of the oceanic currents, and when that oceanic currents reach to the coastal regions, that increases the temperature of the coastal regions. Similarly, the cold blowing wind above the oceanic water decreases the temperature of the oceanic water, and when this oceanic currents reach to the coastal area, then it decreases the temperature of the coastal area. So these three, air, oceanic current, and temperature of by air and oceanic current, the temperature of coastal area is affected. Now local winds also is one factor that affects the temperature. Two kinds of local winds blow, that is a hot and cold. Local winds means the winds those blow in a small region of the country or the continent, such as we can take the example of hot local wind that is called Lu. It blows in Gangetic Plain, especially in summer season. It increases the temperature till 48 degree of the Gangetic Plain, that is the extreme hot, and it may cause of sunstroke. So this Lu increases the temperature of the northern Gangetic Plain in India. Similarly, few local winds are cold in nature. Those local winds decreases the temperature of the areas above which that blows. And the last factor is the oceanic currents that affect the temperature of a place. There are two types of oceanic currents, hot oceanic currents and cold oceanic currents. We can take example of Gulf Stream. Gulf Stream is hot in nature, and when it reaches to the eastern coast of USA or North America, it increases the temperature. Okay, and when it moves towards the Europe, that is called North Atlantic drift, then this wind makes the ports ice free, increasing the temperature. Another example we can take Kuroshio. This Kuroshio is hot oceanic currents of Pacific Ocean. This increases the temperature of the coastal area of Japan. So this ultimately, again I want to see this temperature of oceanic currents is affected by the air currents. If a hot air currents moves above the oceanic current, then that oceanic current is hot, and if cold winds blow above the oceanic water, then that oceanic water or that oceanic current is cold in nature. As these oceanic currents reach to the coastal area, then this affects the temperature of the coastal area. In this way, we completed this chapter. Last topic was the factors affecting the temperature of a place. There were 6 factors, those you saw. And today this much. Thank you.